Millions of Canadians will be spending Halloween night in front of their televisions. It is Game 6 of the World Series tonight. Toronto just one win away now from winning it all as the scene shifts back to the big smoke for tonight's game. That is where we find CTV's Kamil Karamali. I want to thank you so much for joining us tonight, Kamil. Really appreciate it. I know you're busy today.
Yeah, busy, but what a fun day.
Tell us about the atmosphere in Toronto just a few hours before the first pitch.
Yeah, you said millions of people will be in front of their TVs, except for 45,000 lucky fans who will actually be inside this building. You know, some of them were lucky enough to get seats at face value. Others had to buy resale tickets and had to pay an arm and a leg for it. The cheapest going for around $1,500, and that just gets you general admission. That doesn't get you a seat necessarily. It gets you through the door, and you have to stand to view the game. But there are a few seats for those general admission ticket holders, and that's why we're seeing a bit of a lineup here hours before the game. And that's because if you are one of the lucky few that have a general admission ticket, if you are first through the door, there are a few seats that you can grab. So we spoke to a few of these people here in the lineup, some of these Jays fans saying they're willing to do whatever it takes once the doors open, and they will sprint towards the few seats that are available for those general admission ticket holders. What's the vibe like in the rest of the city? Well, it is electric. There is a cold autumn feeling in the air, but they don't call it the Fall Classic for nothing. It is fans here are very happy to be playing in this late in October. They're soaking it all in. It's a little bit cold, but fans are wearing toques, they're wearing jackets, and they're not letting the weather dampen their spirits, ready for some October baseball and perhaps seeing the World Series trophy lifted by a Blue Jays team for the first time in 32 years.
Is it fair to say the Jays have all the momentum going into this pivotal game, and how can they capitalize on that?
Yeah, never count the Dodgers out. That is a high-powered offensive team, especially with Shohei Ohtani, and people like Mookie Betts, the shortstop, has been a little bit colder than usual, like this weather, in the World Series. But you know Mookie Betts can step up at any point. So can Shohei Ohtani, who has had several home runs, I believe 3 this series, leading the Dodgers. But their bats have been colder. You know, they swept a couple of the series leading up to the World Series, and now going to Game 6 down 3-2. You can't count them out. But yes, you are right. After winning Games 4 and 5, the Jays have a lot of the momentum. And, you know, Game 3 was within their grasp. It went to 18 innings, a postseason record. Tying a postseason record, 18 innings, and it was a marathon game. They were very much in it, very close. So all the games in LA were leaning at one point or another, or outright won by the Blue Jays. So, you know, Vladdy Guerrero Jr. is hitting back at his normal pace. Bo Bichette is back. Now there's a chance that we might see, well, we will see Kevin Gausman on the mound for sure. We also know that Yoshi Yamamoto will be pitching for the Dodgers to start the game, and he has had the Blue Jays number so far this series. Also worth noting that, speaking of the Jays offense and momentum, George Springer might return. He's been out for 2 games straight, and they could definitely use his offensive firepower for tonight.
Right. Last week at this time, you may or may not remember this, but you interviewed 3 Nova Scotians, 3 Maritime college kids who arrived without tickets, and then they ended up inside the stadium. Are you seeing any similar folks around the stadium tonight? People just desperately trying to get tickets?
You know what? Not Maritimers. Yeah, not Maritimers specifically, but yes, a lot of that here. People traveling from out of town. And you know, they say that they flew in or drove in, and the worst case scenario is they get to see the vibe of the city. They get to take in all the action at a bar or a restaurant. So even if they don't get tickets, they're okay with it. But yes, early this morning we saw a lot of people asking around for tickets, who's selling, who has a spare one. Haven't followed up with any of them just quite yet, but we know that these people here have general admission. They're lucky enough, and a lot more mulling about, hoping that they can score some tickets to get inside and possibly witness not only Toronto, but Canadian history.
And I'm sensing Toronto is in party mode kind of either way right now, right? The city is ready to celebrate and the whole country with them.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you heard some of the action behind me while I was talking to you. Some people are blaring boom boxes like we're in the 80s. Some people are wearing Halloween costumes here, dressed as their favorite players, or wearing other costumes as well. So the party mode is officially in effect, even though we are at a Game 6 right now. And even if it does go to Game 7, which Jays fans really, really hope it won't, they still have a lot of confidence in this team. 2 chances to close this out.
Thanks, Kamil. Thank you so much. Enjoy the game tonight.
Anytime.
CTV's Kamil Karamali in Toronto ahead of tonight's Game 6 of the World Series. The Blue Jays just 1 win away from a championship. Stay with us. We'll be right back.